very difficult abbreviation, yes, and will be presented by Sergio Arrieta from the University of Cantabria, Spain.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Sergio from the University of Cantabria, and I'm going to do a short, for sure, overview from a current status of our project that is related with environmental fatigue in PWR environment, simulated environment. So first of all, we are a consortium of 17 partners from around Europe, and we are funded for 4 million euros from the European Commission, and we have a strong collaboration with two partners from the USA, EPRI and Naval Nuclear Laboratory. The main objective of the project is to increase the understanding of transferability of lab-scale environmental acid fatigue test to component scale test. How we are going to perform this? To improving the mechanistic understanding of environmental acid fatigue, performing a data mining of experimental results, characterization of the specimen test in simulated environment, a specific test campaign, and finally applying of the knowledge with component scale test. Why we are working in this topic? There is a reference report from EPRI that establishes and point on some gaps, on knowledge gaps in the PWR components. So they identify a series of gaps related with non-isothermal data and strain gradient and a lack of test in component scale. Moreover, there are many other studies related with this topic around the world. We started like a few years ago with a previous project that's called INCEFA-SCALE, and we studied the same topic, but we were focused on laboratory sensitive of test laboratory test, and we've studied the surface finish, the mean strain and strain phenomena, and hold time. From these studies, we suggest some models that identify strain and environment as surface finish and as key question in this topic. We didn't identify any effect of hold times, and we defined some different or some modification related with the environmental factor that trying to catch the effect of PWR. Another notable success with this previous project is establishing an agreement on a quality measure. This establishing this common format for fatigue dataset. And now this is the structure of our project from INCEFA-SCALE, I mean. And this is one of the key points of the project, that is this strong relation between different work packages that we want to help us to go into directly to the open question that we can find in different projects. For example, we have performed this data mining from many previous test campaigns and projects, and we identified some gaps in the data that are related with the effect of temperature, some lack of data, low temperatures and low strain, and specifically for PWI environment, the influence of waveforms that appears to have an effect on fatigue life. Sorry. Okay, using this expertise with data mining, we try to define a specific test campaign. This test campaign at this first phase that we are involved nowadays is performing test in air at room temperature and 300 degrees and in PWR environment. These are in this first phase is uniaxial testing with solid and hollow, solid cylindrical specimen and hollow specimen, and we are performing some tests with periodic overload, underload, and over and under overload. That's, as we said in data mining, it's a open point to, it's a gap with a deficit of specimen of data. And the future tests that we're going to perform in the next years are multi-axial, notch specimen, and thermomechanical test. This is the first result that we have in the consortium. They are really few, but we have all from the end of the last years. So we are, it's so soon to have some conclusion or to expand all these conditions, but at the moment they are in good agreement with the standardization expected. So another thing that is important in our consortium, as we are many different labs from different countries, we have to follow some strong guidelines that have been defined in this previous year. The main one is this related with the analysis of a post-mortem specimen, and this kind of protocol of striation specimen counting. It's going to be used for the estimation of local crack propagation, estimation the stress intensity factor, and trying to identify the different shapes of cracks. To conclude, the key achievement until today is establishing this collaboration with the American Institution of Nuclear Naval Laboratory, the completion of data mining, establishing this international fatigue database agreement to share all our results with many other institutions, establishing a testing protocol, and starting the testing campaign that have started for, I think, that for almost every laboratory. Identify and define the theory testing that we are going to perform in the next year. We are working on the modeling and the assessment of this theory testing, establishing this striation and spacing protocol, and finally these dissemination activities. So, thank you.
Thank you. It was a nice presentation. Other